Holy shit. Breaking news. James Harden has been traded to the Brooklyn Nets in a 4-team mega deal. And we're going to react to it. So first of all, this is what the trade consists of as of right now. Brooklyn gets James Harden. Houston gets Victor Oladipo from the Pacers. Dante Exum from the Cavs. I believe that's where he was at previously. And Rodions Kurucs from Brooklyn, along with 3 Brooklyn first-round picks, 4 Brooklyn first-round pick swaps, and a 2022 Milwaukee first-round pick via Cleveland. The Pacers are getting Caris LeVert from Brooklyn in a second-rounder. I'm not sure from who. And the Cavaliers are getting Jarrett Allen and Taruean Prince, both from Brooklyn. Wow. Just wow. I mean, you look at this trade. First of all, this basically knocks 2 trade birds with 1 stone. Harden, obviously, and Oladipo, because there had been rumors that maybe maybe he was going to get traded, and then it seemed like he wasn't, and whatever. It's not really on him, more so on maybe the team, but that's just what we were hearing, and now he's been traded. Um, the first reaction that I have, and I know this seems to have been a long time coming, with the recent actions by Harden, but it just rubs me the wrong way. The way that Harden handled it and the way that Harden handled himself. And you look at another player with Kyrie Irving, we're now hearing stuff about regarding him and what he's been up to, which that's another topic for another day. But in terms of Harden, I I don't know. The comment that he made in the post-game press conference last night after the Lakers game, saying that team, that Rockets team that they have right now, isn't talented enough. Dude, you have John Wall, who's coming off of his injuries and has looked pretty freaking good, like really good. Y'all signed Christian Wood. You still have Eric Gordon. You got DeMarcus Cousins, who's coming off of his own injury issues. I mean, that's a solid team that you have around you, honestly. And again, with the way the contracts are, again, Wall's contract's pretty big, and Harden's is really big. It does hurt in the cap market, but with Harden and Wall and the rest of that team, that's a playoff contender, in my opinion. If every cog in the machine is working just right, and who knows how far they get. But the way that Harden handled himself and the way that Harden handled this situation rubs me the wrong way. Because, for one thing, like, when we saw him in his first game, he looked like he put on weight. Now, there's some shots you see of him where it looks like that, and other shots where it doesn't. It's kind of weird. But not only that, but you also have his off-court antics, things that he's been doing, the stuff he got in trouble for, regarding breaking COVID protocols and things like that, and getting fined for it. He's handled this all wrong, in my opinion. And this is a Rockets team that, and Sporting Logically talked about it earlier today in his video, which I'll link in the description below. The Rockets in 2018, they were one of the few teams that actually tried to compete against the juggernaut that was the Golden State Warriors that year. And as Tucker made the case for, if Chris Paul doesn't get hurt, there's a good chance that Rockets team could beat the Warriors that year. That Rockets team, they gave him all that they gave it all that they had. But on the flip side of it, you have to look at Harden himself. Look at how he's acting with Harden. Like, he wanted Chris Paul, and then he wanted Chris Paul gone. He wanted Russell Westbrook, and then he wanted Russell Westbrook gone. It's like the Rockets just kept, giving him his way, and then now it seems like they don't want to do that, or that's kind of what it felt like, because they were sick and tired of that crap, and now it's almost as if he's turned his back on the team. That's just how I feel looking at it from this angle, and I mean, I wish him all the best, but dude, you could have handled it so much better than you did. I'm just saying. As far as the rest of the trade is concerned, um, Brooklyn, goddamn, y'all gave up a lot. And I mean, we look at what the Bucks did with all the picks and pick swaps they gave up. We obviously know, with the Russell Westbrook trade, when he went from OKC to Houston, and of course more recently with the Chris Paul trade, and with other trades involving the Thunder because they just keep getting first round picks like it's nothing. Brooklyn giving up so many, not only giving up 3 first rounders, I have no idea if there are any protections on them whatsoever, but also giving up 4 future first round swaps. I mean, damn, Brooklyn. Damn. Like this could be the freaking KG trade or the KG Paul Pierce trade all over again for them if this fails. So Brooklyn, they're getting really ballsy here. They already have Kyrie and KD, and we don't know what's going on with Kyrie, obviously, other than the stuff that's come out. He's been taking a leave of absence from the team. I saw a tweet earlier that was saying that the Nets organization is getting frustrated with him. Communication with him has been pretty non-existent. His relationship with KD has been, really screwed up, and things like that. So who knows how much longer Kyrie's going to be there? Mm, I don't know. Not to mention, apparently there's footage of him, at some party or something like that. Whatever. The Nets are getting really ballsy here, okay? Because again, yeah, KD has looked really good coming off of his injury, but you got to wonder how much longer that can hold up. How long he can hold that up for. They already lost Spencer Dinwiddie, obviously, and so you look at this Nets team now. They're giving up Jarrett Allen, who's a pretty solid young center. I believe they still have DeAndre Jordan, which is crazy to me because this Nets team now has Kyrie, KD, an older DeAndre Jordan. He's not the same DeAndre that he was, and James Harden. My God, that's insane. But I don't know. Um, but yeah, it's okay. So, all right, I just saw this come up on the screen. The Rockets initially got Caris LeVert, and then they sent him to the Pacers for Oladipo. Okay, so that's a little wrinkle in there with the trade. But anyway, as far as all I'm concerned, getting away from the Nets, what the Rockets got was a whole lot of stuff. A bunch of first rounders, technically 8 when you count the fact that they have 3 of Brooklyn's picks now, plus a Milwaukee pick via Cleveland, and the 4 swaps. Oladipo obviously is a pretty damn good player, but you also have the injury history, so we got to see how that's going to work out. Exum, he's been bouncing around a little bit the last few years. He hasn't become the player that he was, that people were looked at in terms of his development. And Kurucs is a pretty solid guy. The Pacers getting Caris LeVert. Um, he's a pretty good player. I would say that for a fact. Um, Probably I would say a little underrated. But he's a really good player. And then the Cavs getting Jarrett Allen, Taurean Prince. I think they did well with this. Um, but yeah, this is just holy fuck. This is a massive ass trade. And as far as I'm concerned, my final take with it is this. Harden could have handled himself in this trade situation a whole lot better than he did. He obviously wanted to go to either to Philly or Brooklyn, and I saw rumors earlier, if he was going to go to Philly, it was going to involve Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey. Apparently, Matisse Thybulle was being asked for, and obviously a crap ton of picks. Um, but I just didn't see a trade with Philly working because of the fact that they got off to one of the hottest starts of any team in the league. And, even with all that's going on with COVID and stuff, because a lot of players are getting hit by it and a lot of teams are getting hit by it, even so, they still got off to like a 7-1 start or something. Like they've been really good. And I just don't see them needing to trade for Harden. So for Brooklyn to get him, we'll just see what happens. I mean, they gave up some solid guys in Kurucs, LeVert, Allen, and Prince. Um, and we'll just have to see what happens. But yeah, I just wanted to come on, make a video about it. Yeah, so thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, please drop a like, subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.